yesterday that he believes the president is a one-termer. But so far, the top contenders are mum on their intentions of whether or not they're going to get into this race. Mary Catherine Ham is a writer at the Daily Caller. She's also a Fox News contributor. Maria Cardona is a former senior advisor to Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign. She's also a former communications director at the DNC. So good morning, ladies. It's great to have you with us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
You know, a lot of buzz about this. There's a lot of names that get tossed around, but the person who seems to get the most attention in all of this on the GOP side is Sarah Palin. Let's listen to what she had to say last night.
They can't make us sit down and shut up. And if they ever were to succeed in doing that, then our republic will be destroyed. Not necessarily me being sat down and shut up, but having the voice of respectful dissent being shut up. That would destroy our republic.
Mary Catherine Ham, all these contenders want to know what Sarah Palin's going to do.
Sarah Palin is an enigma. Nobody knows what she wants to do. I think most of the other guys who'd like to run for the GOP nomination are wondering what she's going to do. She's indicated in the past that she would maybe wait until other folks got in, or seemed to imply that when she said that if somebody didn't sort of meet her expectations or the Tea Party or the people's expectations for a conservative candidate, maybe she would jump in. But I don't think anybody knows what she's going to do. And I would say, I don't feel like I'm hurting right now that nobody's in the race yet. I just don't feel like maybe we need to start any sooner than we did last time.
Yeah, we started very early last time, and as everybody remembers, it was the first time in 50 years, Maria, that we had a completely open contest without even a VP who seemed to be the, sort of prominent person to take over. How much does that come into play here?
I think that actually that has a lot to do with why we haven't seen this big rush on the GOP side to really get in this race. As you said, 2007, 2008, very, very different cycle than what it is right now. Right now we have an incumbent president who, as you noted in your beginning, is looking very, very strong. Clearly, I disagree with Dick Cheney. I think that Obama will be reelected and will be reelected quite easily, though I think it will be a robust campaign, as it should be. I think people were reminded during his speech in Tucson how formidable a communicator this president can be. And I think they were reminded with Sarah Palin's video just how small she has shrunk. And I think that is actually is what other GOP contenders are really looking at right now. They're all looking at each other in terms of what they are all going to do, much more so than they're looking at this president in terms of their next move.
What do you say about that, Mary Catherine? Did what happened in Tucson make the president seem more of a leader and make Sarah Palin seem smaller as Maria contends?
Well, I think he certainly handled the situation well. He acted like a president. He didn't get too political about it, as many on the left were trying to do and sort of point fingers at conservatives. I think it's a little unfair to say that Sarah Palin should be exactly compared with his speech, because, to be fair, he was not spending the whole week being accused of abetting murder, as she was by most of her opponents. So maybe that's the reason her speech was a little more testy than his. And even so, I think it was a pretty decent speech. But I think that Maria's right, that Obama's looking strong right now. There's also other indications that the Republican Congress has made some improvements, including the fact that they have pulled even with him on trust for handling health care reform, which will be big going forward for Republicans.
You know, if you're advising one of these GOP contenders, and we just showed the whole slate of them, there are a lot of them out there. Maria, just put on that hat for a moment. What would you tell them in terms of timing? Because you need to raise money, you need to organize, you need to get your act together, and it takes a long time.
Sure. Well, I would actually say if it was one of the current frontrunners in terms of who people see as current frontrunners, Mitt Romney, Governor Huckabee, and even right now Tim Pawlenty is getting some great play with his book tour. I would say hold out as long as you can, because you are somebody who can continue to get press coverage if you do an op-ed like Mitt Romney has done before. Governor Huckabee has his show, clearly. They always will have platforms to speak from.
Right.
I would say delay as long as you can so that you don't have to spend that serious money or raise that serious money.
All right, we'll ask him because he's coming on the show in just a few minutes from now. Maria Cardona and Mary Catherine Ham, thank you, ladies.
Thank you very
Good
much.
to see you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
All right.